Whether we know it or not, we have all been touched by Tennessee Williams. Wait. That did not come out right. Like Tennessee, New Orleans is my spiritual home.
America has only 3 cities: New York, San Francisco, and New Orleans. Everywhere else is Cleveland.
But I do know for certain that his work, his words, and his life have touched me profoundly. And in a way, saved me.
There comes a time in your life when you look into the mirror and you realize that what you see is all you'll ever be. And you accept it, or you kill yourself. Or you stop looking in mirrors.
I'd love it. When I was in New York doing Broadway for years and younger and everything, the thing was to go to Fire Island. And I would go, and it just was never really my thing because there wasn't much to do.
Share. It was a showing routine. No, we get the Boston crowd and the Fire Island crowd. But I've never met you before, but we have a connection. Your very first movie, Jeffrey. And although we review a lot of very serious, heavy-hitting movies, I have a passion for queer rom-coms.
Oh, great.
And it was a great movie. And also, it was a prediction for you because you played an actor in Cats. And then you became an actor in Cats.
Yeah. I was actually in Cats when I auditioned for the play because I did the play first. And I was in Cats, and originally the character Darius was a dancer in Grand Hotel. And when I came in, and Paul said, he said, one of the reasons you were cast, Brian, he's like, you actually looked like your headshot. And no one looks like their headshot. But he looked and he's like, are you really in Cats? And I said, yeah, now and forever. And it stuck. And in fact, I'm having dinner with Paul and his husband, John, when I go up.
We're talking about Paul Rudnick.
Paul Rudnick, yeah.
Who I
still read his new book, What's the Matter with You? It's so great.
I still follow him like mad. It's really good. But you have a great background. You've done Broadway, off-Broadway films, TV. Where's your heart lie?
Oh my gosh. My heart is in the juiciest part. It can be in film or TV or whatever. I did a play in 2003 in summer at the Signature in New York, and it was the lead, and it was a real juicy, fun part. Unfortunately, the play didn't move. They were trying to move it to Broadway, but when it's a great part, it's like Salvatore Romano on Mad Men. I mean, I would do that again. Although if I filmed 2 or 3 days a week, that was a big week, which is great because there's no pressure, it's and John Hamm was there every day, all day, and brilliant. I mean, when I remember meeting him for the first time on the pilot and I remember reading the description of the character, and it said he's the quintessential arrow collar man, and I looked at him and went, oh, they're doing this right.
You're married, Brian, then you're
yes.
married. What was it like? I mean, that was a big part of it. What was it like playing a closeted man?
It wasn't hard because I did live the early part of my years as a closeted man. And I had to be careful of how I walked. I remember a friend of mine saying, well, you kind of stop walking like that. I'm like, oh, I walk like this or I talk like this. So I had to pitch everything lower. And when I went to New York to act, because one agent said, you got to go see the speech person because you have a little bit of a sibilant ass. I'm like, I do? What? And you pitch your voice high. I'm like, your voice needs to be low because your look is a bad boy. You're kind of dark and all that. So you're not a little sweet thing. You're never gonna play that. You as you get older, you'll play whatever, but right now, and it was in the mid to late 80s, so it was all the Brat Pack, bad boy kind of stuff, and soaps were huge, and I was trying that, and then of course I get Starlight Express and Cats. I'm like,
how gay did you get?
But I literally would have pitched my voice lower, walk in and talk like this. Yeah.
The other thing we both got in common, both our husbands are in retail. Yours is
I am too.
Yeah, are you? So you're in.
Yes.
So tell us about your store.
We opened Hazelnut. We named it after my grandmother. Her name was Hazel, and she was a nut. And it's home furnishings and gifts and tabletop and all that stuff, and some of the things we designed for the store. But we always loved this. Tom, after he was decided not to be an actor and a casting director, he has a great eye and he's so talented, and also great business sense. We He worked for these wonderful stores on Madison Avenue, and finally the owner said, "You have to do this on your own. You're too good. We can't give you any more money. We're thinking of retiring." And so we thought, where do we want to do it? And we thought, well, we're going to end up here most probably anyway at some
Yeah.
point. My mother was getting older. My nieces had just been born, and we wanted to be more part of their lives.
Yeah.
And it was the perfect decision. There was a show that fell through. I was going to play the lead in this musical, and it lost funding, and I put all my eggs in that basket. And all this time opened up, and we said, do it. When a window opens up, jump out.
Absolutely.
So we did, and it's been a success. And we survived through Katrina, through the economic downturn, and through COVID. So we have this philosophy. It's like you just don't lay down and take it.
Yeah.
You gotta
Yeah.
figure out a way. There's usually a way to figure it out. During COVID, our phones are ringing off the hook. We realized that people were staying home, entertaining at home, doing small things, entertaining. They also needed puzzles. We also just started getting puzzles, other kind of games for entertainment. And we, stayed home for like 10 days, whatever. And we just went to the store to check, the phone was ringing off the hook. We did custom masks with our designs on it, and we made it through,
So
so, just where there's a will, there's a way.
we're not going to lose you as an actor, though.
What's that?
We won't lose you as an actor.
No, 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 no.
Okay.
That was the deal. The
Yeah.
deal was we'll open the store, and and I thought we kept our place in New York
Yeah.
for a long time. And then Mad Men came along, and I was filming out in LA, had the New York place and a place here. And it's I was on basic cable, so it was not a lot of money. I couldn't afford this. I had to, pull back at some. So I sat down and wrote a list of where I was really the happiest. And I said, let's give New Orleans a full shot. It was right after Katrina, and I thought they need us here, and I want to be part of the rebuilding here. And I'm so glad I did. But when they know you at TSA, it's time to make a decision.
Brian, is there life for Doctor? Is there life for the play after P-Town?
Oh, I hope so, yes. We have some producers that are interested in it. I'm hoping that some investors will come see it. We do have a little bit of a video to show people, but for these kind of things, you have to do a presentation in New York, and investors have to come see, and it's a one-man show, so it's not that expensive. But everything these days is expensive.
You
But
don't get cheap.
I'm hoping for a nice little commercial off Broadway run. That would be heaven.
But do you have anything else in your apart from the play and the store?
I have a movie with Rachel Dratch and my friend Jack Plotnick. I don't know
I
when it's
love Jab
coming
Plotnick.
out. He's wonderful. He's so hysterical. In fact, I was up for that part, and then I'm playing his partner in it. And when they said, "Oh, Jack's going to play that," I went, "Of course, Jack's perfect for that part." I mean, it's what is the name of that film? We did it last fall. Oh, Love's Company. That's the
All
name
right.
of it. What else? I just filmed another one called Mercy, Mercy Me, and I play a mob boss, which was really fun. Uh, and I'm waiting to hear some
Very
a
impressive stuff.
play and another series. So it's
So,
it's like my philosophy is because I've auditioned for so many things, and I hate auditioning. I'm a
yeah,
horrible auditioner.
yeah,
I am horrible, and I just say, just look at my reel or look at my resume. I can do it, but don't make me get nervous. And as I got older, you'd think it'd be easier to get audition for pieces, and it's not. It's when you're younger and you don't know everybody or know a lot of people, and you have no reputation to live up to.
yeah, yeah.
Uh, it's easy because the rejection is like, oh well, now you're auditioning for people and you don't get it, and you're like,
Every time you get another job, does the husband say, "Who's going to help in the store?"
yes,
Yeah.
yes. Well, the good thing is it fluctuates. Right now, we have an incredible staff. We have a great manager, and we're of a certain age that we've worked all of our lives,
Mm,
and we love to travel. That's the one
mm,
thing we
yeah.
love to do. and all the many things we love to do. But I'm so glad that this affords us that opportunity. Everything we buy through the store, we buy through American Express or some other with the cards that we get the miles for it. And all those things. So everyone thinks like with these fancy schmancy world travelers, I'm like, well, it's just for the miles.
Oh my God, my husband will see this. He's buying for his store on his credit card.
Right?
Yeah. Okay. It's been great talking to you. We're really excited about seeing you very shortly
Thank you.
in P-Town. And have a
Okay.
good weekend.
Thanks.
Comes down to reality. Well, that is fine with me, because I have let it slide. I don't care if it's in Chinatown or on Riverside. I don't have any reasons, because I have left them all behind. I'm in a New York. I'm in a New York. I'm in a New York state of mind. I'm just taking a Greyhound on that Hudson River line. I'm in a New York state.